Welcome to part 2 of how to follow through with your intentions so that you can live in alignment with your values and not defaulting to these violent systems of oppression that we have all been indoctrinated into. If you missed part 1, you're definitely going to want to check that out because this part builds off of that part, and both will help you follow through with your intentions when you're implementing change. So in part 1, I explained the difference between the animal body, how it's a sovereign being, how it has its own consciousness, and how it's different from the mind's consciousness, the logic brain, the thinking mind. This video is going to focus on the natural resistance that the animal body meets you with when you try to implement literally any kind of change in your life. So we're going to go into the details of why is that so and why it's so important to be able to regulate your nervous system so that you can actually move through that resistance. So your nervous system, aka the animal body, the subconscious mind that is influencing your thoughts and your behaviors, your nervous system feels safe when it can predict the outcome. This is the human condition. This is the dilemma that usually gets in the way of folks setting a conscious intention, being so emotionally invested in following through with this intention. Like, I want to stop eating animals, or I want to divest from the heterocapitalist patriarchy in my love life, and I want to be non-monogamous. And then when you actually start to take these little steps to implement the change, the body will get overwhelmed. It will start sweating and your heart will start racing and your breath will contract because you're having a trauma response. Love, this is the way the human body is designed to keep you safe. If the outcome is not predictable, it doesn't matter if actually changing your patterns divests from violence and invests in safety and love and abundance. Doesn't matter. If the outcome is unpredictable, the subconscious animal body is going to perceive anything that is unpredictable with potential threat, and so it will prepare for battle. It will put on the brakes. It will dysregulate your nervous system so that you can prepare. And so, if you do not have the ability to regulate your nervous system, you will enter the panic zone, and it takes a long time. It takes a lot of care and time and energy to regulate yourself out of the panic zone. Being in the panic zone, for example, could be having suicidal ideation. It could be having panic attacks. It can manifest as a lot of different things, but it's ultimately where your body becomes so dysregulated that you literally can't even function, that you're in emergency mode, you're in survival mode, and everything needs to pause and stop so that you can get back into balance and communicate to your subconscious animal body that you are safe, even if you don't know what the outcome is going to look like. There are so many ways to regulate the nervous system. There are things that you can do on your own. There are ways that you can co-regulate with other human animals, non-human animals, with the earth even. I will share these in another video because this is getting quite long. But know that there are abundant resources for you to learn how to regulate your nervous system. It's going to take practice. It's going to require commitment and courage from you to lean into the stretch zone without overextending yourself into the panic zone. That is only going to delay your progress, so don't rush it, my love. Rushing is a form of internalized capitalism. Slow it all down, because nice and slow and steady is always more sustainable. I have learned the hard way. I was in the panic zone for a long time, for a big chunk of my life, and I didn't know if I would be alive today to see a future, but here I am, and I can tell you, slow and steady really wins the race here, so do not rush it. It's going to require commitment from you, because you can think of these skills as building a muscle. The more that you practice, the stronger that muscle is going to get. So don't expect yourself to learn a new skill and then to be this invincible change maker overnight. No, it is a constant practice of returning to these skills and practicing them and regulating your nervous system. That is ultimately the base of secure attachment. It's having these skills to A, attune to your body, and B, help be in relationship with your body so that you can consciously communicate that you are safe in situations where you are safe, because the subconscious animal body will protect you when there is a real threat in the environment. If that threat is perceived, for example, if the threat of emotional intimacy, maybe you've been indoctrinated into capitalism, and so you have learned that your vulnerabilities are to be exploited by others, and so maybe you carry this association of vulnerability and exploitation into your romantic relationships, not consciously, but subconsciously, as the animal body's expression of love to keep you safe and well on this planet. So in those moments where your subconscious animal body is perceiving a threat, but your logic brain knows that there is no actual threat here, these are the moments that makes you an agent of change. Having the ability to regulate your nervous system is sending that feedback loop to your body that, like, hey babe, thanks for the warning, but actually we are safe here. Let's take a minute to re-regulate ourselves. And that is how you follow through with change. It's like building a foundation, you start small, you start in little steps, and you build the muscle until it grows stronger and stronger, and then you can take additional steps that just build off of the rest, and then all of a sudden 2 months down the road you're like, how did I get so high up this mountain? I don't remember climbing this high. It's because, babe, you've been taking these little tiny steps in small increments. So this is the path that I help people down, and I will be making another video hopefully soon. I'm a little under-resourced. I have so much to share, and I'm a team of one, so it gets really backlogged really fast over here, but it is a conscious intention for me to provide more resources about the specifics of how to regulate your nervous system. Stay tuned for more videos. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you want to keep receiving all these resources that I'm providing, because I have an abundance and I have barely cracked the surface. There will be so many more resources for you to develop secure attachment with yourself, with others, how to transition into non-monogamy with integrity, really respecting your values and not burning yourself out in the process. If anything from this video was unclear, or if it opened up even more curiosities for you, let me know in the comments. I read all the comments, and it is possible that I will respond to your comment with a video, especially if a lot of other people share a similar curiosity or a similar question. Thanks for watching.